should have brought a broom, but I got us taken care of. Got that wide open space now. No closet. All right, show them what you got.
Got our numbers for our mailbox. If I can get the sticky off of it.
Guys, it's going to be a big week this week. We've got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to show you all of that right now. Talk about that. First thing is this porch. We are going to pour this porch this week. We've had some things to set us back. I'll talk to you about those things here in a minute. But for right now, I'm going to show you this porch all framed up, and we've got our metal. It's a metal decking that'll go over the top of the storm shelter. It's in place. We've got frame for the access hole in place there, and we are ready for concrete. Just got to wait for this weather to break. We got rain now, of course.
Stuck your head.
What are you doing? I want to see you do it.
I'll turn my windows up.
Jeez.
Wants to see me do it when he gets done. Who wants to see me?
Go ahead.
Can I help you? Yes. Okay. Which leg are you? Oh. No. You're going to jump off the porch.
So we've got all this framed up now. Got the rebar tied in. This is ready. It has been inspected. And we got the go ahead. So the first day that it's not raining, we'll be pouring concrete. But this metal decking is what everybody's been asking me about. So I'm going to give you guys an up close view of it, tell you a little bit about it, and we'll go from there. This stuff is super heavy duty. I don't want to cut myself, but it is the real deal. They use this stuff to pour concrete bridges. And so it's a little bit of an overkill, but we want to be super safe and we want this thing to work right. So this is what we've got. We've got this metal decking that's going 10 feet over. It's 12 feet out. These things come in like 3 foot wide sections. And then they're cut, you know, to the length that you need. And they were actually 20 feet. We needed 10, so they cut them in half for us there. And bought them out of Georgia, and I add it here in the video if you want to use this for anything. But that's what it's going to be. That'll be our ceiling, I guess, from the underneath will be in the storm shelter. Also got the access hole here framed up, ready to go. So we'll pour concrete around it. Of course, fill in these little ribs areas. Pour concrete over this whole thing as soon as we have a pretty day and we can get a concrete truck back here. And we'll have a concrete porch. Be ready for posts, actual posts finally to hold this thing up. But it's kind of a look into the house from there. We've also got to figure out ventilation, and don't really have a good plan for that yet for the storm shelter. So when we have to be in there, God forbid, but if we have to be in there, thinking about putting either sawing through the front of the block there, maybe 2-inch pipe or 3-inch pipe or something like that, and just having 2 go straight through, having some kind of a mesh on the front of it so, you know, bugs and stuff can't get in, but enough to where we would have some airflow going in there. So if you have any suggestions for that, they are more than welcome, because that's the one piece that we really haven't figured out about it yet. Let's go inside and I'll show you what we've got going on in here. So the guys have been working on the HVAC. You can see it all hanging down. It hasn't been strapped in and all that yet. It will be this week. That's one thing they're going to be working on. They ran it all up through, and a lot of it's just hanging down, but it'll all be strapped into place and all connected this week. We've got the main line, so let me show you. So out of this room here, of course I have the windows down because it's going to rain, but that's where the AC pad is going to go. And this in here is our master closet. And so we're going to take up some room over here in this corner. And this stuff flattens out pretty good too. But we'll lose a little bit of space in here. But that's okay, because that's going to allow for that to go up through here, connect to the main trunk line, and us to be able to do the vents coming from the ceiling instead of up through the floor. So we're more than happy with that, to lose a little bit of closet space in order to have our vents come from the ceiling. Also this week, our fireplace will get delivered and installed. So it'll be going up and through here. We'll have to do some framing, frame it up, and it'll be ready. So we're excited about that part too. I'm trying to think about all the things. It's going to be a busy week. There's a pond out there filling up. The electrician, that's the biggest piece right now of all of this, just because everybody else was pretty easy to get on their schedule and get things going. Electrician was a little different. They were pretty backed up. So we're waiting on that. And but hopefully, I'm not sure if it's going to be this week or maybe next week before we're able to get the electric in. But besides that, we've also got, because it's not just the electrician. This, I guess it's a little confusing. Let me make it simpler. So we've got the electrician that's going to do the rough ends for inside the house here. And that's a piece of it. But the other piece is we've got to get electric back here. We've got a 1,500-foot driveway, so that's a long way to run the power. But we've got to get a pole set at the end of the driveway. And once the pole is set, and we're on the schedule to do all those things, but it's just the weather and my excavator to be able to, dig the line and all that stuff. But once they set the pole, then my excavator is going to go in this week, maybe tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. He's supposed to dig the trench for the electrical line to come in. Then the electric company can run the electric up to the transformer. Then we can put in the process, put in the order process to be able to go from the transformer, which is only like, I don't know, maybe 100 yards, something like that. I don't even know if it's that. I don't remember how many feet it is, but not far at all. I'll just show them being silly, but basically there where that big group of trees is where the transformer will be. It's going to come up and around to the end of the house. So whenever that trench is dug, then they can run the line up. It'll go to the transformer and we'll have temporary power. So we'll be able to plug in from out there to run anything into here in the meantime while we're waiting to run it actually to the house. But that'll allow for trim work to get done, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, anything that you need, temporary power for. But we're getting there. We've got a lot to do, but we've got a lot done too. This is going to be a really big week, and I'm excited to show you guys all that stuff happening. So at the end of this week, we should have HVAC rough ends completely done. Plumbing rough ends are done, and we're working on electrical. But once all of those rough ends are done, we're kind of at a standstill as far as it goes with that, because we'll be waiting on inspections. So while those inspections are happening, we'll still be doing things. We'll still be doing our final grade. The porch will be done, obviously, so we'll be able to do a little bit more in the yard, because we're not going to have any more heavy trucks for a while. So we're going to go ahead, probably do our driveway. I can't decide yet if we're going to do asphalt millings or if we're going to do crusher run, but we'll be working on that. The fireplace going in, things like that. So we're not really at a standstill, but in a way we are. But after inspections, we pass inspections, then we're running, right? So then we've got insulation and drywall and paint and flooring and all the things. So really, once we get over that hump, then we're off to the races. Then we're going to run. But as this week progresses, we'll be back here and show you all the things we're working on. Cannot wait to for this porch.